All right, my good people. I hope you all are having an amusing day. In today's video, guys, let us dive into cryptocurrency and look at the market today. And I will be giving you all coin that you are going to be buying now that can make you at least nothing less than 20x to 10x from here. All right. I know a lot of you are saying, "Oh, the bull run is over. Oh, the bull run is over. 4-year cycle have ended." I am laughing. I want you to understand that you cannot be talking about bull run is over when gold is hitting at all-time high. S&P 500 is hitting at all-time high. US stock market is hitting at all-time high. And you are talking about crypto bull run being over. It's far from over. I mean, they're far from over. You have to understand that what is happening around the globe now is the global tension. We are having war in Ukraine. Ukraine and Russia is not wanting to end the war. US and China is having a trade war. So a lot of high institutional investors are hedging their fund against US dollar using gold. That is why you see people are formally buying gold, buying S&P 500, and all these low risk asset is skyrocketing. So what is going to happen is the money from gold and S&P 500 is going to rotate to Bitcoin after we see a global stability, which we are going to see. Remember that Trump and China president, they're going to have a meeting next week, Thursday, in South Korea. And the way I see it, there's going to be a positive news from that meeting, which the market have already priced into that. All right. And you have inflation rate lower than expected. People was expecting 3.1%, but it come 3%. So that means that signals that the Federal Reserve is going to cut interest rate. So, and people are betting, if you go to poly market, they have about 87% chances that they are going to cut 3 interest rates before this year end. So do you put that? I want you to put that into perspective. I want you to put that into work. Federal Reserve is cutting interest rates 3 times this year. Inflation rate is dropping. Gold is hitting all-time high. S&P 500 is hitting all-time high. And your favorite crypto, which I'm going to mention here today, is still sitting at almost all-time low. This is how generational wealth are being made. This is how people are being making their family proud. This is how wealth are being exchanging hands. You have the opportunity. The opportunity doesn't wait for anybody. You have opportunity to make this wealth. Now, as I was saying, if you put all this into work, you will see that the bull run is far, far, far from over. And a lot of people are saying, "Oh, why this bull run is different? Why is this different? It is 4-year cycle. You cannot change it." You have to understand that we have institutional investors coming in. Sorry. We have institutional investors coming in. We have a pro-crypto president who loves crypto, who is advocating for crypto. All right? We have all these things, and you cannot ignore that. At all. You can never ignore that. All right? Now, what I am saying is that, of course, we are going to see a very, very mega bull run, and it's coming. It's coming. It's just in 3 months' time, it's going to come. Of course. So, how are you going to position yourself is what you are going to pay attention to listen in this video. Now, number one coin that you're going to be buying, which I believe that this coin I'm going to mention, they have potential of 10x minimum. In the worst case scenario, they have potential of 10x. And in the best case scenario, they have potential of 100x. So number one in our ladder, number one coin that we're going to buy is going to be Optos. Of course, APT. I told you, is a US coin, is a layer 1 coin. And if you look at on-chain activities on Optos, you see that crazy things is happening on chain. This is where I do my analysis. I don't look at the chart. I look at what is happening in the chain. What are they building? What is the adoption? So the adoption on Optos is coming in. It's skyrocketing more than 10x. All right. So it's highly undervalued. This coin can be $100 tomorrow. I'm telling you the truth. I remember 4 years ago, Solana was sitting at $1. Today, Solana is sitting at $100 and something. So this coin can worth $200 tomorrow because they're having a very, very bullish If you go to DeFi, might go to Optos, you see that they have about $670 million. Yesterday, BlackRock deployed $530 million to build leeward asset in Optos. So Optos is, if you look at all these, look at the inflow, look at what is building, leeward assets, stable coin supply. So a lot of things that are coming into Optos, and and this is a US project. You have to understand. So Optos is going to be number one thing that I'd advise you to buy. I'm not a financial advisor anyway, but I am telling you that you are buying a good deal here. It's almost at all-time low. Look at it. It's just 9.4% from all-time low. You can see it here, 9.4% from all-time low. So anything that you are buying at all-time low, so of course it's going to go to all-time high. So you don't need to panic about that. Now another one is ALB. Another one is Arbitron. Arbitron is a layer 2 scaling solution to Ethereum. I would say the king of layer 2. Arbitron have a lot of user, like, I don't know what to say. Arbitron is highly undervalued to compare to other stuff. If you go to Arbitron have about 3.9 billion locked up in total value locked, and the stablecoin supply have been skyrocketing. Arbitron have been doing a lot of crazy numbers. If you go on chain, Arbitron is, if you count Bitcoin, if you count Ethereum, Solana, BLC, Bitcoin, Tron, Base, Plaster, then you count Arbitron. All right? Arbitron is supposed to be a 30 billion to 20 billion market cap. Supposed to be top 5, top 6. If you go on chain, you see all this. So what is the market cap of Bitcoin? What is the market cap of Ethereum? What is the market cap of Solana? What is the market cap of BLC? Then you see Arbitron is low value. All right? So Arbitron is going to go to $3 to $4 in my opinion. It's going to go to even $10 at a certain point, I believe, because man, it's crazy. Arbitron is highly undervalued. All right, so get your hand on Arbitron. It's going to skyrocket it. Another one is going to be Plaster. Of course, this one is a layer 1, which it came new. I believe it can retreat small, but it have a high potential because Tether is backing it, and a lot of things is going on the ecosystem. They have already achieved a lot of things in the recent week which they launched, and it's deep, as you can see, it's dipping, but it's still very highly risky. All right, so make sure if you are buying it, make sure you are dollar cost averaging. You are ready for the leg down, because I believe it can go down more because it's a new coin and they have not have a vesting period, and not like Arbitron and Optos that have already have their vesting period. Now the king of all them all is going to be Porsche. Of course, you have to go to Porsche ecosystem. You have to buy Porsche. Porsche is going to pump. Porsche is going to pump. Porsche is going to skyrocket it. Yeah, I mean, if you go to Porsche, if you're not on Porsche, I'm sorry, you miss the game. I highly recommend everybody in crypto to at least buy Porsche. Everybody in crypto, make sure you get your hand on Porsche. As you can see, Porsche is sitting at almost all-time low. I don't know, people don't understand that Richard Hart have about $600 million waiting to pump this coin. So this coin must pump. It must. It's under 100% must. It can go to 20s or 10s in the worst case scenario. It can go 10s from here. So Porsche will most likely go to 10s from here, and I can guarantee you Porsche can go to 10s from here. So Porsche is the next bet. I guarantee you. I am giving you 100% assurance that Porsche will pump. It will pump the hardest. It's going to outperform everything in the market because it have low liquidity. It have only $4.6 million liquidity. Now think about $4.6 million liquidity and think about $160 million coming to buy this coin and take the supply out. What do you expect? Of course, it's going to pump. And some of you will say, oh, Porsche have not done well. Okay. Where is Argoland? Where is Argo? This is Argoland. Argoland used to be $3 before. Where is it? It's dead. Still sitting at 1.6 billion full diluted market cap. All right. Now Porsche sitting at $200 million. How do you even is 10x more than is 10x higher than Porsche? All right. So what about Phantom? What about Phantom that did 1000x before? So a lot of crypto is down. So you don't have to say, oh, Porsche is this. You have to understand that only the 3 big or 5 big crypto that are moving. All right. They have proven to survive. So every altcoin is in a mess. So Porsche is going to pull a lot of crazy number. Believe me, I'm telling you this before God of man. It's going to skyrocket it. So I'm urging you to get your hand on Porsche because it's going to be crazy. All right. So these are the 4 coins that I'm recommending you to buy. Tomorrow I will still give you more list. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you take action because it's going to be amusing. It's going to be a life-changing opportunity. Thank you for watching. I will see you.